Welcome back to the big Friday night show, everybody. Got my Friday night tie on. Welcome back, college dorms across America. Yeah, you, man. What? Yeah, you. Dude, this is really happening. Yeah, it is. My first guest tonight is a very beautiful and talented actress. She's a huge movie star. She's starring in the new film Untraceable, which is in theaters now. Take a look at this. Holy crackers. You can't stop it there. What happens? Please welcome Diane Lane, everybody.
Thank you for having me.
It's very nice to see. May I say how lovely you look?
Well, thank you. I love your new haircut.
Thank you. I just got it Thursday night.
It looks lovely.
Hey, can I just say how fantastic your shoes are? I don't normally talk about people's shoes, but these are sensational.
My goodness, they're so simple. I appreciate your appreciation
they're simple.
of them.
No, they catch the eye.
Thank you.
Are you a big shoes fan?
I'm guilty of having more shoes than I wear.
Really? You know, I've never met a woman in my life who doesn't love shoes.
It's true. It's a strange...
What is that? Why?
It must be a hormonal thing, I suppose. I don't...
Do you know what I thought it was? This sounds a little kind of negative, but it's not meant to be. But I think women love shoes. This is what I've noticed. I think women love shoes is because the size never changes. Do you know what I mean? Like if you put on a couple of pounds, you're like, the shoes are still your friend.
Well, yes, I beg to differ. I mean, honestly, it's funny. When you have a child, your feet grow.
Well, there is that, yeah.
And my 14-year-old is now very upset that I didn't save all the shoes that I gave away.
You gave away all the shoes?
Well, because they didn't fit me anymore. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
I didn't realize
the kid's going to grow up and save it. You save a fortune.
She just wants my shoes. That's really what I exist for.
What age is your... You have a daughter who's...
Yeah, a daughter. It would be strange if it was a son, but you know...
I was in San Francisco last weekend, and let me tell you.
Well, it's all about my shoes, you know, just to look at.
Just to look at?
Well, because I hardly... When I'm on your show, I get to wear them, but
do you know,
at home,
come
on, right? I mean, you know.
No, I think my image of you in my head
I like your image. Tell me.
You wear this outfit and
Much
vacuum.
Better. Yes.
You're like,
I've seen that Freddie Mercury video. You
maybe
know
one of those little do-raggy things on your head. La 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 la.
Well, my husband's birthday's coming up. You've given me a nice idea.
That's it. That's your husband's birthday present right there. That'd be great. Now, listen, tell me about the movie. What's the movie about?
Well, it's a thriller, and it's interesting because I think it was written for a man originally.
Really?
Well, I mean, they just made John Jennifer, which was great. As a thriller, I was delighted because this genre tends to have women as victims or the perpetrator is always, you know, Pauline tied to the tracks ever since the silent era of films and all this. The Perils of Pauline, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. You must pay the rent, Pauline!
That's it. You've seen that movie,
too. A million times.
There you go. Yeah. So there was no sexism, there was no misogyny. It was just, you know, a crime, drama, thriller, and I thought it was very smart.
What's the story then? You're being followed by a guy with a tiny camera? From the clip,
that's the sequel. How did you know? Yeah. No, it's I'm the Cyber Crimes Division FBI agent, and I actually got to spend some time with the Cyber Crimes Division.
There's
FBI
a real division
officers.
of cyber crimes?
Yes, they have a full-time job. It's endless. I had no idea how much crime is happening in
identity theft
little
and all
wires. That? Well, yeah. I mean, all kinds of stuff, and really protecting children. And,
right, of course,
nobody is who they say they are on the internet, of course.
Yeah,
that's the starting point, and then from there, anything is possible. So, and if somebody wanted to do half of the things that go on, you know, it's possible, and that's what's so frightening.
And is it you're being followed around by an untraceable cyber criminal?
No, I'm trying to stop live action badness, and it's being propagated, and the more
that would put this show out of business. You do know that, don't you?
The more people that tune in, the guy's keeping track, and it's sort of an indictment against what people choose to watch online, and it's very clever. I mean,
do you censor
criminal,
your own? You have a teenage daughter. We talked about it. Do you censor her access to the internet? Or can you? I mean, is it even possible?
The truth is, I mean, we all have to instill a little what I call Jiminy Cricket inside of everybody, and really, I think you know who you are when you're alone with a computer for as long as these kids are, or a lot of people. Where do you go when you feel like A, you're anonymous, B, nobody cares or is watching, and your appetites and proclivities are just sort of, you know, the
you
whole
come on
world
this
is
show
there
quite
available.
clearly. No, but I think that's true. It is a completely unrestrained
entitlement.
Your appetite.
That's the generation too that I'm dealing with. Is
right.
This is my private universe, Mom, and I don't want you to have the password. And I got a Facebook account, and she was so angry with me, like it was just her domain, and I had no right to have an account.
No, that is weird though. I don't know. I don't think that you know, my son's 6.5, so his, you know, access to the computer.
You've got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, that I also, you know, feel okay physically tackling him when he reaches for the computer. So like when he's like, no! And I'll do that
I
until...
just saw that.
Yeah, until he's 40, I'm going to do that. And you're like, no, get away, Dad! For goodness sake, Dad, I have kids of my own. Get away from that computer!
I like that.
But I'm terrified that people have access to my child that I can't monitor.
There's
I suppose that's what that is.
There's that element, and you know, I mean, it is kind of a litmus test, and we're just tour guides, parents, aren't we? I mean, really, what you were intending to do is to get people to a point where they have their own boundaries and they value them. So.
And instill that in them. Well, now listen. Tell me about your. Did you live here? Do you live in Los Angeles? You from here?
If you can call it living. No, I'm
really?
kidding. No, the big joke when you're from New York is there's no life after death. There's only L.A. But I mean, you know, I love L.A. I've completely 180 degrees changed. I'm.
Really? Do you surf?
I've raised my children in the rearview mirror. Yeah.
Do you? Are you into the Kabbalah and all that stuff? Do you do all that?
Ooh. That's a big word. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't.
Really? I thought
my
you did.
grandmother was a Pentecostal preacher.
Well, that'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. What are Pentecostals? I'm not quite sure what they do.
Well, they don't handle this. Well, some do handle snakes.
Right.
But you know, you get the
They're
Holy Ghost.
Zookeepers. More zookeepers that handle snakes these days.
Animal wranglers on film sets. But yes, you know, you get the Holy Ghost and you dance around, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Have you been very religious in your daughter's upbringing? Are you no. So how do you handle that?
I let her. Well, I think that it's important to become familiar with all different creeds and cultures and faiths and.
I had a weird one with my son the other day.
Oh,
we were talking about Alcatraz, and he said, I said all the bad people went there, and he said, did Hitler go there? And I said, no, Hitler didn't go there. He said, where's Hitler? I said, he's dead. And then he said, is Hitler in heaven? And I said, no. And then he said, well, where is he? And I went, I don't know.
You didn't want to send him there.
I don't know what to do, you know. And I find myself in this horrible position of not knowing what to do. Like it's like the monologue.
But you're at that great age. Why is the sky blue? Well, I mean, all kinds of great questions come your way when they're 6.5, and by 14. You don't know anything.
Yeah, I know.
And it's just better that way, really.
Yeah, you're right. I'll look forward to it.
I'm sort of tolerated. It's all good.
Hey, anyway, well, listen, thanks for coming
on.
on.
I appreciate it so much. I'm such a fan of your show.
Well, I'm such a fan of you.
And my husband, Josh Brolin, wants to send you his best. He had a
Josh
great time on the show.
was lovely when he was here, and I think he'll thank me when you dress up in that little outfit.
He will. So we thank you in advance.
So congratulations to you, Josh. Congratulations, Diane. We'll be right back, everybody. First guest tonight is an Oscar-nominated actress. That was me acting. But she is Oscar-nominated, and she's starring in a new film, Cinema Verite, which premieres on HBO. Oh. Well, that's not TV, is it? It premieres April 23rd. April 23rd on HBO. Please welcome the beautiful Diane Lane, everybody. Diane Lane. excited to see you, and I see I was right to be. Look at you.
Well, thank you.
You look great.
You're very kind. You're very handsome, too.
You said that.
Well, on television.
Yeah, no, you said it with your mouth, but your eyes were looking a little kind of...
Askance?
Yeah, you were, well, you know, across here, perhaps?
Oh. What is that?
That's a snake cup. It's something that us gentlemen with the smaller penis use to overcompensate.
We were just talking about my weenus backstage.
Your weenus? Well, that's going to make the news. What's a weenus?
I was told that it's this.
Oh.
When you straighten your arm, you don't want to do that.
What
Because then you see your weenus. It's late night, you know.
Do I have a weenus? Let me help you with that. No, baby, I do not. Yeah. Oh, we touched our weenuses. Nice. Do you have any tattoos, by the way? Did you see that?
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't bode well for your weenus.
No, yeah, it does.
It's all in pieces.
Yeah, but the pieces keep going and keep going. No, they don't.
Early days yet. I just sat down.
No.
Worried where we're headed.
If I had a nickel for every time I'd heard a woman say that. You don't have any tattoos, though, do you?
No, no.
Oh, really? You surprised me.
Really?
No, not at all, actually. Not at all.
Okay.
You're an Oscar-nominated actress.
Ah, yes.
What did you get the nomination for?
Unfaithful.
Unfaithful? Oh, yeah. No, that was good, that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you were good in that. Do you know what else I liked you in? Secretariat.
I've been warned. Okay, where are we going?
I think there might be someone at the door, Diane.
That is too much fun.
No, that's the...
Too much fun. In person. I finally met him in person.
You know, we actually did this thing at Hollywood Park Racetrack. We had our Secretariat race against the horse that played Secretariat in the movie.
How'd that
go? Ours lost.
Oh, but with great style.
Yeah, and over a very short space of time. Do you do any horse riding in Cinema Verite?
Oh.
Your movie you came to talk about? I see what I did?
It's not a Western.
It's not?
But I have... The last time I was on a horse, I was thrown.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They saw something shiny in the bushes, and they went, and I stayed. It was like a cartoon. The horse was gone, and I just went...
Yeah.
But there was this moment where you hover, and it's all happening.
You know, I got on my weenus, actually, the last time this is true. I show you. The last time I was on a horse. See that there, that scar?
Oh, my.
Yeah, look at that.
That's real.
Yeah. Can you see that there? Look at all that. See that? That's falling off a horse.
That must have been a big horse.
Yeah, it was, actually. It's my own horse, Duncan.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a Clydesdale horse.
A Clydesdale?
Yeah.
You rode a Clydesdale?
Well, not anymore.
You must be bow-legged. They're very wide.
No, they're big. Well,
big.
you know, I got ripped.
I led you into Clydesdale.
Excuse me, sorry. No, I do like a bit of horse riding, me. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. But not so much in Cinema Verite.
No, Cinema Verite, yeah. What's Cinema Verite about then, Diane?
Well, let's see now. The Loud Family in 1973, I think it aired, was the first American Family, was the name of the show. First people that allowed cameras in their life.
Kind of the first reality show.
Well, right? It's interesting because the reality show became something, how we got where we are today is a whole other can of worms.
It's not really reality shows now.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of an oxymoron, right? I mean, isn't it canceling itself out?
It's like when they say amateur porn. They're not really amateurs.
Everybody's a star.
Yeah, they're not really amateurs, the people in the amateur porns. They're just ugly professionals, you know what I'm saying? And
my husband is going to really enjoy this show.
Oh, really? No, and that's what the... No, I'm not saying Cinema Verite is like that. I'm saying, no, but that's what I'm saying. It's like the reality shows are just, you know, low-paid actors now, aren't they, really?
I don't even... Well, if they have an agent, I suppose they're an actor, which means they're not a real person.
Yeah, that's right.
It's all so complicated, really.
Right, it's a little bit. Right, so Cinema Verite, anyway, so it's the story of the family that really allowed the cameras into their lives.
Yeah.
And what happened?
For 7 months, 300 hours of footage was whittled down to 12. And it's interesting because, I don't know, it's a very complex situation. This poor woman was trying to save her marriage and, in fact, wound up asking for a divorce.
On camera?
Yes, it really caused quite a stir.
Yeah,
and
not bad.
Yeah, it was talked about. I remember being 7 years old and everybody was up in arms about it.
Yeah, I was
being a child of divorce.
Yeah, well,
I felt like I was in the majority in Manhattan, but
well, there's a lot of it now. I mean, I guess in 1973. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I was nine.
Single digit.
Yeah, I was nine. I got my first tattoo. I think it's fascinating though that because there used to be a kind of line drawn between real life and what was on television, and now there isn't really, is there? I mean, this was kind of like
a reality shows. I really
the hustle and grind. I carve my path. Each step forward in aftermath. Dreams pulsate within, fueling my fire with determination ablaze. I never tire. Day by day, I chase the gleam. In the labyrinth of life, I craft my scheme. I'll nurture my aspirations, let them thrive. In the symphony of ambition, I'll strive. Rise up and showcase your might. Show them what they want. They say us take flight. We'll scale the peaks, reach the zenith's height. Together we'll ascend, never falter, never slight. In the face of adversity, we stand tall. With grit and valor, we heed the call. No setback too great, no hurdle too steep. We're the architects of our destiny, the dreamers who leap. So let's rise, let's soar, let's defy the limits imposed. Reach for the sky, with unity as our strength and courage as our guide. We'll conquer the horizon, side by side.
I do kind of pull the sheets over my head.
Really?
I mean, except for Hoarders and maybe some of those, rehab shows
more
where
kind
people
of
are trying
outsider
to
art ones.
get their act together.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for people when they allow that into, I don't know, I feel,
know,
because we make our living in front of the cameras. Can you imagine not having any off-duty time? Wouldn't that be?
It'd be like doing this show every night. I tend not to.
That's not enough of a perk.
No, if I had a nickel for every time I'd heard a woman say that. I think that, it's quite interesting though, because I do this every night, and I don't really, there's no real line for me anymore. I mean, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for what.
No.
It's like you let down the moat and I'm going to cross over.
No.
I mean, the bridge over the moat.
No, it's fine. But you must answer my questions too.
Yes. As long as I do it with that Scottish accent.
Yeah, well, question the first. Mouth organ or awkward pause?
Awkward pause.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd like it. This is an Oscar-nominated awkward pause. Bring your A game, Craig. Bring your A game.
Oh, you really know how to milk this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking lessons. Did I interrupt it? I ruined it.
No, it's all right.
Sorry.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
And this time, the awkward pause has a sexual undertone.
I love it. Oh, my God. Raising the stakes. Okay.
All right.